Continental Motor Cars, NASA Boulevard, Melbourne, your luxury car headquarters.
Welcome to Empowerment with Dr. Josefina Monasterio.
Welcome back to Empowerment with Dr. Josefina, and I'm Laura Guttridge. Now we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. First of all, there's Valerie and Sarah from Salon V for providing us with our hairstyles. They're located on Ocean Drive.
Exactly.
And they make you feel very special each time you go there, and they do a fabulous job. Also, we would like to thank Gina from Jasmine's Boutique, and she provides Josefina with some of the lovely outfits that you see her wearing on some of the shows, and they are also located on Ocean Drive.
Exactly, and then of course, as always, don't forget your fabulous Green Plus, and we're talking about good protein and good hormones, so always take your Green Plus. And we got awesome email. It's fabulous.
Yes, there's lots of emails today, so we're going to try to get through some of them.
And before we go into the email, I'd like to thank all of you, and you know who you are, who when you see me out there, you tell me you love the show, you know, all your comments are welcome, and you know what? I want you to remember this, you make my day every time somebody tells me that, you know, because sometimes you think you're all by yourself.
She's always incognito, though, when she's out in public.
Well, you know, when you see me, I don't look like this.
Okay, our first email.
That's a very good email. This is
a good one.
Yeah, go ahead.
This was from, what's her name? This is Renata from Vero Beach.
Exactly.
And she writes, when I took Josefina's seminar 2 years ago, I started to do my affirmations on a daily basis. During the last 2 years, many dreams and goals that I repeated to myself in my affirmations came to a realization. There was one goal in particular that is materializing now, to quit smoking. Her affirmation is, I am a non-smoker. There's a force inside my mind that doesn't let me relapse, and I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I ever go back. I strongly believe in the power of affirmations, and thanks to Josefina, who has been my friend, my teacher, and my inspiration, my life is becoming whatever I dream about.
Well, Renata, you know, and that is so awesome, because that's the way affirmation works. And like she says in her email, it took her 2 years, but it's because that takes some time to reprogram the subconscious mind.
Exactly.
And you know, you've been repeating or being a smoker for years and years, or anything, or weight, or career, or relationship. That's the power of affirmation. Thank you, Renata.
And in another email, I watch your show every week. I think it's the best show on TV. The reason is because after watching your show, I feel uplifted and ready to conquer the world.
Wow.
I particularly like when you do a series like the one Feeling and Looking Younger. What are specific examples about what to eat to feel and look younger, especially for your hormones?
Okay, who's that?
That was from Francis.
From Vero Beach.
Francis and Vero Beach.
Okay, so let's continue, because some of the email, most of the email is based on what to eat, specifics.
Right.
So we have one.
Okay, next we have, what a great opening your show just keeps getting better and better. My question is, what kind of food is best to enhance hormones and slow the aging process?
Okay.
And that was from Linda in Vero Beach. Again, we're going to get to these.
Exactly, yeah.
The third one, or the fourth letter rather, Dear Josefina, I enjoy watching your show. Every time you are on, I call my friends to make sure they're watching. Isn't that great?
That's good.
Call everybody. You are looking great. What kind of products do you use for your skin? It looks shiny and healthy. And that's from Donna and Sebastian.
Okay, well, let me go with the last one. What I use
The building blocks.
Yeah, well, with the skin thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with Donna from Sebastian.
Okay.
Because Donna, this is you know, the reason I get excited with this one is because it's my grandmother's secret. What my grandmother used to do is to put coconut oil in her skin, pure coconut oil. And that's why, you know, I don't have hair. You know, I don't have to shave. And I think it's because...
Probably has a lot to do with genetics, too. Aside from that.
But, you know, okay, don't burst my bubble. You know, you're right. But coconut oil, and if you want the pure coconut oil, we have it in our office. You can call me at 778-8877. So that's the secret for my skin being so shiny and no hair. No hair, no hair.
I love
Okay,
it.
let's go with the hormones.
Yes, the building
Okay.
blocks to hormones.
Let's go, and that was...
That was from Francis.
Okay, Francis.
Beach.
Okay, the main thing that we need to remember here, when we're talking about hormones, and remember show number 1 and show number 2, I talk about the key to weight loss is the muscle tissue, the tissue is the issue, and hormones. So what are the foods that I am going to enhance or help you to produce more hormones in your body? And those are what we call the essential fatty acids. And essential fatty acids are the building blocks of hormones. So, and what happened is that we must get it through food because the body cannot synthesize it. The body cannot make those hormones. I mean, the essential fatty acids. Where do you find them? Tofu, avocado, sunflower seeds, almonds, cashews, garbanzo beans, and of course olive oil. These are the foods that will help you to have those building blocks for hormones. So these ones here. One thing that I wanted to, now let me tell you, you gotta go with moderation because you can't just sit around and eat a whole bag of peanuts or a whole bag of cashew or almonds. So what you did, you just get few like that in your hands, and that's the amount that you should be eating. You don't eat the whole thing, because then of course you're gonna gain weight. That's not the purpose. Sunflower seeds, the avocado, the tofu, the garbanzo bean, the olive oil, excellent for building blocks for you building those hormones. Okay. So what was the other one? Now also what we got in here is that we have these are the ones we have. What else do we got in there? What was the email?
Well, to slow the aging process.
Okay, so for slowing the aging process, are we talking about antioxidants?
Yeah, antioxidants.
Antioxidants, okay.
Yes. What are antioxidants?
These ones here is what they found in a research that they did is that this green plow has an antioxidant that is called Prolife. I have to calm down because I get excited with this stuff. The grape seed extract. It's the best one which you find in Prolife. It's the best one for we have what is called free radicals. When we eat poorly, the free radicals will damage the cell, the membranes and the cell. So what happens, the antioxidant is like scavengers, and they go around in the blood, and they eliminate the free radicals. And that's many consequences of eating poorly and having so many free radicals, because they age you, and they give arthritis and inflammation, a whole bunch of stuff. So these are the best antioxidants. Number 1 is this grape seed extract. Number 2 is vitamin E, and number 3 is vitamin C, in that order. The best one is the grape seed, and that's probably why the French, they had the lowest problems with cardiovascular,
Right.
because, and the reason for that, many studies come and saying that it's because of the wine, the red wine that they drink.
Well, that makes me happy.
And yeah, another thing that is building hormones is like ginger. What is this?
Oatmeal?
Oatmeal.
and she said, make sure you eat the natural state of oatmeal.
Exactly.
Rather than the instant.
The old-fashioned one.
Old-fashioned.
Old-fashioned, because when they make that instant one, now about refining, when the food gets
Right,
refined.
right.
Okay, so, and this one is excellent because they enhances your melatonin. Like if you have problems sleeping or your deficiency in melatonin, tomatoes, ginger, and oatmeal.
Okay.
So those are the very good also for building your hormones. Now, you have some of it, because she's a
Yes.
vegetarian,
Yeah,
right?
I've been a vegetarian for going on 16 years.
Yes.
I love it. You just have to be a little more creative with soy products to get your protein. And you can get all these different flavored tofus. Right at Publix, you can get the grilled tofu. I think this is much better than the regular tofu because it's already cooked and it has a very good consistency.
It does.
Very easy to cook with. And then Organic tempeh is excellent source of protein, and this is great in like stir fries. And then one of my favorites is texturized vegetable protein, and this comes in a dry granule, and it comes in different flavors. And what you do is you reconstitute it with hot water, and then with this one you can do anything that you would typically use for ground beef.
Wow.
And it's great in stuffed bell peppers.
When you do the cooking for us, are you going to use this?
Yes, I'm going to use all of these products for the cooking segments.
Beautiful. Okay, now we can talk about the best fats.
Okay.
You know, because what are the best fat to eat? Because remember, when we talk about hormones, we talk about also the fat that we need to eat. So the best ones is, we got here, extra virgin olive oil.
Right.
Always go with the pure thing. Remember when we talk about why to go with imitation when you can have the real thing.
Yeah.
The real thing is going to cost you a few more pennies, but that's okay, because then you don't have to save those pennies and give it to the doctor because you're sick. You know what I mean?
Cracks me up.
Okay, what else is a good fat? Sunflower seeds. We got sunflower seeds here. We have cashews again, and we got almonds. So those are excellent fats, and they're beautiful. Avocados are also awesome fat. Now the thing with these fats, Laura, is that they don't raise your cholesterol. They don't make you to gain weight.
Right.
But again, moderation, because if I sit around and I eat in one sitting all these sunflower seeds, of course they have calories. And remember, you have to balance things out. You can't just sit and eat a whole, pack of almonds or cashews. So you have to have the moderation, but those are the things, these are the foods that will enhance your hormones, remember, for losing weight and feeling and looking younger. Then we got the carbohydrates that will help you to enhance your hormones. Then we got the antioxidants. And remember, the antioxidants are scavengers, and they go and take all the free radicals that will age you very quickly. So they slow down the aging process.
And it's great because, if you're eating healthy and taking the antioxidants, think about how wonderful that is, because then the antioxidants don't have to work so hard to work right for you.
And if you're the type of person sitting out there and say, well, I don't want to buy pills, I don't want to, okay, fine, you don't have to. Then you can do blueberries, you can do strawberries, you can do raspberries.
All the colored fruits, right?
The bright color, like this blue, like this pink, like this lips.
The flashy fruits.
Exactly, all the things that is vibrant color. Because you can see, Laura, it's amazing to me, because when you see the food and it's so pretty and it's so vibrant, and I feel if I eat that, I will feel that way. You know, when they say you are what you eat.
Right.
You know, and of course you always have to do the water thing.
Oh, yes.
You know, because what's the difference between a grape and a raisin?
Oh, one's dried out.
Yes!
I got it right.
She didn't
We
know
didn't
that.
rehearse that.
No, we didn't. So a grape has water in it, and the raisin is dried out. We need to take a break. We'll be right back, my darling. Thank you. Mwah! See you next week, and I see you right back, because we're coming back with a lesson.
Welcome to Empowerment with Dr. Josefina Monasterio.